They called it just screen time at first, little glowing moments that fit between homework and dinner like sprinkles on the day. Ethan loved the way his mobile phone responded to him. Cheerful pings and bright colors rewarding every tap. It felt gentle, harmless, even kind. A loyal companion that never argued and always waited in his pocket. His parents, Daniel and Leah, had rules, of course 30 minutes, then books or outside. But rules were flexible on long days, and screens never complained when time slipped. Little by little, the phone taught Ethan to turn to it first. When math problems prickled his patience, the phone offered a game. When a friend cancelled playtime, the phone offered a video. When bedtime felt restless, the phone offered endless scrolling, a stream that never ran dry. It keeps him calm, Leah would say, rinsing dishes while the living room hummed with cartoon voices. It's educational, Daniel added, handing Ethan a science app that twinkled with rocket ships and quizzes, and in many ways it was. But medicine taken too often can start to taste like poison. The signs were small at first. A skipped soccer practice because my team is online. A book abandoned at chapter 2 because the video tells it faster. At school, Mrs. Alvarez noticed a new quiet in Ethan's eyes. Not the thoughtful kind she loved, but a pause that arrived when the class settled and his mind seemed to ask, "Where's the next ping?" Words drifted past him like leaves. He could gather them, yes, but they didn't stick. "Ethan," she said gently one afternoon, "tell me what you thought about the story." He hesitated. He remembered the dragon, the mountain, the brave girl who climbed, but not the feeling of the climb. The phone had trained him to chase endings and rewards, the middle where patients' lives felt too long. That evening, Daniel invited Ethan to fix the squeaky garage hinge. "You have to listen for the click," he said, handing him the screwdriver. The first turn was hard. Ethan's fingers slipped, and the hinge complained. "It's not working." He frowned, his mind already reaching for the easy glow. "Try again," Daniel said, kneeling beside him. "Some things take time." Ethan tried again. The hinge didn't cheer or shower him with stars, but it softened, then quieted. The silence felt new. It felt earned. Later, Leah suggested a phone holiday just one day. Ethan's stomach fluttered. What if he missed something? The morning arrived with doubts, then with light, then with boredom, and finally with discovery. Maya from next door knocked, holding a kite with a crooked tail. "It keeps diving," she sighed. Together they trimmed and retied. The kite rose, dipped, rose again. Every success was small and ordinary and real. By afternoon, they were chalking constellations on the driveway. "We'll name that one the Slow Dragon," Maya grinned. "It takes forever to cross the sky." When evening came, Ethan's phone lay quietly on the table. He noticed how the air hummed with crickets instead of notifications. How stories stretched in his mind when he read them aloud to his sister. How his thoughts felt wider, like a field with room to run. Mrs. Alvarez saw the change over the next weeks. Ethan raised his hand more, waited through the middle of hard problems, and asked questions that didn't fit into quick answers. He still used his phone. He learned a song tutorial, sent kind messages, checked the weather, but the device had moved from the front seat to the back. A tool instead of a driver. Mobile can be a slow poison for kids when it replaces patience with pings, curiosity with shortcuts, and the messy beauty of practice with perfect, instant rewards. But poison loses its grip when balanced by boundaries, by long afternoons that refuse to rush, by people who sit beside you and say, "Try again." The glow belongs in its place behind the work, after the play, beneath the stars, and there the world becomes brighter than any screen.